Hello and welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Televiziya with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, Rəsmi. A youth forum dedicated to the 25th anniversary of the Day of Azerbaijani Youth took place on February 2nd. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham attended the forum.
Azərbaycan Respublikasının prezidenti cənab İlham Əliyev.
Sabahınız xeyir olsun. Əyləş.
Noting that Azerbaijan is celebrating Youth Day today, President İlham Əliyev congratulated everyone on this significant date, stressing that 25 years ago, by the executive order of the nationwide leader Heydər Əliyev, Youth Day was established in Azerbaijan. The head of state noted that since then, we have been celebrating this day on February 2nd. A year before, on the initiative of Heydər Əliyev, the first youth forum was organized in Azerbaijan. Since then, youth policy has always been among the priorities of the state. Over the years, one generation has changed, said President İlham Əliyev, noting that the young people sitting in this hall today were either not yet born or were still babies at that time. The generation has changed, Azerbaijan has changed, the head of state stressed. If you look at the realities of Azerbaijan at that time, the situation was very difficult, said President İlham Əliyev, noting that our independence was only 6 years old. Azerbaijan was just beginning its independent life. The country faced very big, serious and fundamental problems. Only 3 years passed since the First Qarabağ War, the head of state noted, stressing that there were great hopes that the international community and mediators would quickly resolve the Qarabağ issue and restore justice. There were such hopes, but the situation in all other areas was very difficult. You, young people, of course, have not seen those years, but this is our history, and future generations should know and remember history, because it is precisely by making the right analysis and drawing lessons from history that we can confidently move forward, emphasized President İlham Əliyev, and noted that at that time Azerbaijan had not yet fully established itself on the world stage. The realities of Azerbaijan, one might say, were almost unknown to the world community. The Armenian lobbying organizations that acted against us at that time and to this day have been spreading false and distorted information about Azerbaijan. At that time, of course, one of the most important issues was to take a worthy place in the international arena, the head of state stressed. Touching on the economic situation of that period, President İlham Əliyev said that at that time the concept of economy did not exist at all, because after the collapse of the Soviet Union, the principles of market economy were not fully established in Azerbaijan, and private entrepreneurship was at a very low level, the head of state noted. State structures had not yet mastered the new management methods. The economic downturn was widespread, and our economic future was in question. Oil and gas contracts have just been signed. In 1994, the contract of the century was signed in this hall, which gave all of us great hopes, said President İlham Əliyev, underlining that at that time, of course, it was impossible to predict the implementation of this project. There were hopes, but there was no certainty. The signing of the contract on the Shah Deniz gas field in 1996 gave additional hope, but when the Youth Day was established 25 years ago, of course, no one could have imagined how much this project would benefit our country, the head of state stressed. Hundreds of thousands of internally displaced people lived in difficult conditions. People expelled from their homes lived in tents, under wagons, in unsuitable buildings. It was a picture of that time, said President İlham Əliyev, emphasizing that moreover, a regular army was not created and its absence led to defeat in the First Qarabağ War. Along with all other external factors, along with the large foreign financial and military support provided to Armenia, it must be underlined that at that time there was no regular army in Azerbaijan. The head of state stressed, noting that in such a situation, Heydər Əliyev established Youth Day. President İlham Əliyev recalled how then some people, that is those who were in the government, said that now this is not the main issue, there are other important issues facing the country that need to be addressed. However, as always, the nationwide leader, having shown far-sightedness, turned specifically to the youth, invited them, gave his recommendations, and practical steps were taken to organize and train them for further development of the youth, said the head of state, emphasizing how right Heydər Əliyev was. Because today, young people who make up a large part of our society play a very important role in the life of our country. The initiatives of young people and their work are visible everywhere today, and of course raising a new generation in the spirit of patriotism and loyalty to the state is an important part of Heydər Əliyev's merits, said the head of state, and stressed that today Azerbaijan was looking forward with confidence the main challenges facing the country. the Qarabağ issue have been resolved. We are confident in other areas as well, the Eurostat said, noting that it would take him several hours to list all the main events of recent years. President İlham Aliyev said that the opportunities for today's youth are wider and they should take advantage of them. We live in a free country, we live in a stable country, we live in a confident country. We are rightfully proud to be citizens of Azerbaijan, and young people should be active both in order to correctly determine their future life and in order to bring maximum benefit to the state, said President İlham Aliyev. Speaking of this, I convey my heartfelt wishes to the Azerbaijani youth and also thank them because in many cases, especially in the patriotic war, the role of youth was decisive and we are rightfully proud of our youth, emphasized the head of state and once again congratulated everyone with this event. Then, the forum continued its work with discussions.
President İlham Aliyev shared a post on his social media accounts on the occasion of the 2nd of February, the Day of Azerbaijani Youth. The post says, Azerbaijani youth are active, patriotic, knowledgeable and literate. Young people, I trust and believe in you. First Vice President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Mehriban Aliyeva, also shared a post on her official Instagram page on the occasion of the 2nd of February, the Day of Azerbaijani Youth. The post says, I wish success to our youth on the path to future progress of our country. The activity of any international organization in the sovereign territory of our country is a bilateral issue of Azerbaijan and the relevant international organization. Head of the Foreign Ministry's press service, Leyla Abdullayeva, said while commenting on the opinion of the Armenian Foreign Minister on Azerbaijan's prevention of the activities of international organizations in Karabakh. Commentary of a representative of a third state in this regard is irrelevant and groundless. It would be better if Armenia's foreign minister commented on the issues of Armenia's fulfillment of its obligations and establishment of peace in the region. Activity of the international organizations in the territory of Azerbaijan is carried out on basis of respect principle to sovereignty and territorial integrity of the adopting country, Leyla Abdullayeva underscored. According to the combat training plan of the current year, the sniper training course continues in the land forces. In the course, special attention is paid not only to mastering the tactical and technical characteristics of sniper rifles, but also to the fire and physical training of servicemen. During the practical classes, snipers, acting individually and in pairs in any weather conditions, accomplish tasks on firing at targets located at different distances. In addition, the skills of selecting and preparing a firing position, a covert approach to facilities designed to accomplish combat training tasks, firing from uncomfortable positions, retreating from a position when detected, and other skills are being improved. With regards to the beginning of the new training year in the Azerbaijan Army, training exercises are being conducted in the Army Corps, formations, military units, command and control bodies. The main goal of combat training in the 2022 training year is to further increase the effectiveness of command and control through the widespread use of advanced methods and high technologies, organizing coordination between units, further professional development and improving practical skills of military personnel. According to the instructions of Defense Minister, the correct and effective use of modern military equipment as well as weapons in various military operations in areas with harsh climatic conditions and difficult terrain will be in focus, taking into account combat experience gained during the Patriotic War. 6,620 infections with novel coronavirus were registered in Azerbaijan. 3,385 people recovered after treatment and were released home. 24 people who earlier tested positive for COVID-19 died. The overall confirmed cases in Azerbaijan have reached 670,313 with 630,727 recoveries and 8,779 deaths. The number of active infections is 30,807. To detect new infection cases over the past day, 18,792 tests and overall 6,191,130 tests have been conducted in Azerbaijan. The task force under the Cabinet of Ministers reported. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.